guys, and welcome back to another video of ENJ Hockey Bros. I know we haven't posted in a while, so here's a video, and this will not be edited because our editor is at camp, and we don't know how to edit. So
I mean, I do kind of, but whatever.
You can't edit, Jacob. Your editing sucks.
Anyway, so as you see in the title of this video, it's going to be our thoughts of the draft, the trades that went down at the draft, and where we'll be over the summer, because we're not going to be posting any videos until August. Like, we have a video ready. We send it to our editor. He's going to try to put it together, but then he has to go to camp, so that video will be coming out in August, after he gets back. And even though he'll get
Unless
back...
our dad secretly films a video.
What?
Unless our dad secretly films a video.
And uploads it?
Yeah. Well, he does not. Probably doesn't know how to do that.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, maybe.
Okay, so, let's start getting to the video. So, obviously, let's just start with the explanation of why we won't be filming over the summer. It's because we're going to be at camp.
Obviously.
Maybe we'll record some stuff while we're at camp. That's the most that will happen. And we'll have some videos ready when we get back. But besides that video that we recorded before and we sent to our editor and we had to go to camp, I'll tell you what that is now, I guess. It's the video is going to be top 5 most underrated NHL players. That's probably not going to come out until like September, because, or not that. That will come out in August. But everything else probably will not come out until September, maybe late August, because after we get back from camp, we have a few days to relax, and then we're going right back into the vacation summer stuff, and we're going to the beach, and we're in Spain, so, yeah.
So, right now, it is the night before we leave for camp. Tomorrow morning, we will be out on a bus to camp. And, so I know a lot of our fans are already at camp. So, you're probably going to see it when we get back. When you guys get back.
So anyway, let's get into like the main part of the video, the draft.
I thought let's go over the first and second overall picks. So in my opinion, Hughes is better. It's just in level of talent.
Everyone's been saying what a lot of people think Kaapo is better. A lot of people have been saying, oh, it could be this, it could be this, it could be this, it could be Hughes, Kakko. I don't know. We've been thinking, no, it's not. It's gonna be Jack Hughes. Yeah, the whole time, and obviously we are Devils fans. So I mean, Jack Hughes, huge for the franchise. Earlier today, he announced he will be wearing number 86. I'm going to get a jersey and get shipped to camp. So, yeah.
And then, second overall, Kakko.
But
he's really good. Don't get me wrong. I would be happy to have him on the team. I would prefer Hughes, though, but I would be happy.
What a lot of people are saying about Kakko and Jack Hughes is that Hughes has the higher ceiling, but Kakko has the higher floor, right? That's what people are saying. Which means that, basically means Hughes will be the better player, but Kakko is the better player right now. Maybe that's true, but I really don't think so. I think their floor right now, they're pretty even. Like I said just a minute ago, Kakko probably is the better player slightly right now, just because physically he's built more to be an NHL player. But look at guys like Johnny Gaudreau, Yanni Gord. They're all small. They're I'm trying to think of something. Blake Coleman, Brett Seney, but
you think they're mostly Devils players?
I don't know, but like. They're all thriving in the NHL. And they're, well, besides Brazzini. Brazzini's not thriving.
Brazzini sucks, Jacob.
Come
on!
But, like, they're all NHL players. They are not that big. I'm pretty sure Johnny Gaudreau is 5'10", but I heard that he appears even smaller in real life. Like, I saw an interview about Johnny Gaudreau where Sean Monahan was asked about Johnny Gaudreau and his height, and he was like, it says he's 5'10", but like he appeared like I doubt that he is actually that height. Like Jack Hughes, people are comparing him to Patrick Kane, which is a reasonable comparison. Patrick Kane was of that stature. He was small. He didn't weigh that much when he got drafted. He had 71 points, I think, in his rookie year. Jack Hughes will put similar numbers. I don't think he'll put Patrick Kane put up 72 points. I think he'll put up around 60 to 65 points, maybe 70. But if he put up 70 points, he would have to play most of the year with Taylor Hall, which I'm not sure he will. So
I would love to see a Taylor Hall, Kyle Palmieri, and Jack Hughes line. That'd be amazing. With PK Subban at defense.
Speaking of PK Subban, actually, let's hold off the trades for now.
Yeah, and let's go on to the topic of Small and Cole Caulfield.
Let's just look at the whole draft. The first, there were a few surprises in the top 10. Obviously, two of them being Kirby Dach going number 3 of the Blackhawks. For a while, everyone was saying it's going to be Turcotte. He's Chicago-born. He can be mentored under Jonathan Toews. And then people started to say, oh, it's going to be Bowen Byram. And then people were kind of switching between Byram and Turcotte. I heard Lil Cousins too, but I didn't really hear much of Kirby Dach until a few days ago when it was rumored, I saw on Twitter, that Stan Bowman had another meeting with Kirby Dach. And I was kind of confused, and then he got drafted 3rd overall. So clearly, the Chicago Blackhawks organization and Stan Bowman see much more potential in Kirby Dach than a lot of the other everyone else does. But let's talk about the other.
First of all, Kirby Dach is a top 10 player.
Easily. If he did not go number 3, he would have gone 5.
Yeah, he would have.
If he did not go number 3, it would have been Hughes, Kakko, Byram, Turcotte, Cousins. LA would have gotten terrific player and not Cousins, Dach. I mean, and LA would have gotten terrific player in Kirby Dach. Kirby Dach, he needs another year, I think, develop and grow his game a little more in the WHL, but next year he'll come into the league and be a force. But now let's move off the topic of Kirby Dach. Let's talk about the other big surprise in the top 10.
This one is 3 picks later.
Steve Yzerman goes up to the podium and says, "The Detroit Red Wings are proud to select from the DEL Moritz Seider." And everyone, including Moritz Seider, was shocked. If
you watch the replay of that pick, which the NHL has posted of the shock, you can hear like a bunch of, and then they show a picture, and then there's Seider who stands up and going like this, like he's shocked.
Yeah,
he's shocked.
And I've been hearing on Twitter and just around from a lot of Detroit fans that are saying, if it was Ken Holland that made that pick, they would be worried. But since it's Steve Yzerman, they're not as worried. Clearly, Steve Yzerman, because Steve Yzerman said the other day they were going to pick the best player available, which clearly means they think Moritz Seider was the best player available. They see something in him, similar to how Chicago saw something special in Kirby Dach. The only difference is Kirby Dach was going to be a top 5 pick anyway, and Moritz Seider was some scouts had him going early 2nd round.
And then I watched a hockey interview, hockey report, which actually said that he saw 1 or 2 that was had him going in the third round, which is ridiculous.
Yeah,
I mean, he doesn't deserve to go in the third round. Maybe early second or late first.
I don't think he even should have gotten the second round. The latest I think he should have gone was mid-20s, which, by the way, but Moritz Seider, he is a terrific player. He is a big stature. Physically, he is ready for the NHL. He competed with men in the DEL last season. And he did pretty well. So
we don't think he should have gone. I mean, Steve Eisman, we know that he sees something in Moritz Seider that we don't see in him. I mean, he is a good player, but they said they were going to pick the best player available. It's kind of hard to believe that he's the best player available, but if he sees it that way, and I don't know if we should believe him or not.
What was I going to say? Yeah. So, Seider, there's a small chance he'll make the team next year. I doubt it. He needs 1, maybe even 2 more years to develop. I could see him playing 1 more year in the DEL, and then I could see Detroit moving him over to the AHL before being moved up to the NHL. But yeah, he'll definitely take another year or two to develop.
And now let's
talk about the players
who dropped.
There were
main
two,
one.
There were 2 big ones who dropped a lot. Cole Caulfield and Peyton Krebs. Let's talk about Cole Caulfield first. Honestly, clearly the reason Caulfield slipped was because of his height. But like we said before with Hughes, height doesn't really matter right now in the NHL. It's skill, it's speed, it's acceleration, it's skating, it's goal scoring,
which is one of his best strengths.
Easily the best goal scorer in the draft. Montreal got an absolute steal here with the absolute steal with the number 15 pick. Cole Caulfield will be a terrific player in the NHL. I think he needs 1 more year to develop, but
he will be a fierce goal scorer.
When he comes into the league, I can see him scoring 30, possibly even 40 goals in his rookie season. He is just that good. He scored 72 goals in 64 games in the United States Development Program this past year. He is an absolute beast. But let's talk about the other guy. But Cole Caulfield, we covered why he slept, and because he was small, obviously. But let's talk about the other guy that slipped all to number 17, where Vegas picked him. That was Peyton Krebs. And the thing that scared teams off, he's a big stature. He is extremely competitive. He's the sole reason his team in the WHL was not miles and miles away from dead last. And they were only dead last by a bit.
The thing that scared teams,
his Achilles injury.
He was injured. Was not in a cast at the draft. You saw it.
But he limped.
He limped up to the stage. You could obviously see that he was still injured, and they showed a clip that when he was coming to the draft, he was limping. And you could obviously see that he was still injured, and that's what really scared teams off a bit, that he was injured and they might not be able to play him.
But Krebs, in my opinion, he was projected by a lot of scouts to go 10, maybe even higher than 10, and definitely within the top 10. But I think he's still going to be a terrific player. That is an absolute steal at number 17 by the Vegas Golden Knights. But once
Krebs recovers from his injury, he will be good.
He's going to be elite. But another guy that slipped a bit was Philip Tomasino. He went to Nashville at number 20, at number 24. I think he could have easily gone top 15. I love Philip Tomasino. And I don't think you really know who he is.
I don't.
But I'm surprised he slipped. A lot of people were projecting him to go 20. around that area. I guess 24 is kind of that area, but still, 20. I think he should have gone way earlier. But let's talk about some of the steals. I don't like obviously, and actually there are a few other guys that slipped. Arthur Kaliev, he obviously slipped to the second round, picked by LA. And another steal, I think, in my opinion, of a guy who slipped, Raphael Lavoie, by the way, fell all the way to like 38, I think, which I can't believe. Bobby Brink slipped to the second round. There were so many players that slipped to the second round because of surprise picks in the first round. Some steals after the second round. One of the doubles picks, Mikhail Vujovic, that's a steal in my opinion. He should have easily gone. He could have gone 20, possibly even a whole round earlier. Maybe even 2 rounds earlier. That was a steal of the Devils. And there were some other guys, but we would be ranting. I would be ranting on forever about the steals in this draft because there were so many players that slipped and fell. This draft was just all over the place. But before this video gets too long, let's talk about the trades.
So the first trade of the draft wasn't really a big one. Philadelphia trades down to 14 from 11 to 14. Not very big. But then at the start of the day 2 was the first big trade.
No, well actually let's go in order. After let's not cover teams trading up and down because that'd just be stupid. But let's go in order. The first trade that happened in the day was the Maple Leafs cleared some cap space to sign Marner or Kapanen or Janssen, all 3 of them. They traded Patrick Marleau to the Carolina Hurricanes for along with a first-round selection in next year's draft, which becomes a 2021 first-round pick if the Maple Leafs end up having a top 10 pick, which I doubt will happen. So it's basically guaranteed to be next year's pick. But smart move by the Maple Leafs to lottery protect that pick. By Kyle Dubas to lottery protect that pick. And they also traded a 7th round pick and got back a 6th round pick, which is good. That is how you do a salary dump right.
Now,
can I just finish speaking about this one?
Sure.
So, I've been hearing that the Hurricanes will try to convince Marleau to play for them, but if not, they're gonna buy him out. So, that's basically the whole story with that.
If they do buy him out, he will become a free agent and most likely sign with the Sharks.
Maybe. We'll see. I know he wants to. I know the Sharks want to. I'm just not sure if cap space-wise it'll work out. Let's talk about the second trade of the day, though, because we are going to order P.K. Subban to the New Jersey Devils.
Now,
for Steven basically, P.K. Subban was traded for a fringe NHLer, a B-tier prospect, and 2 second-round picks.
So this, in our mind, this is a steal, but Nashville wasn't looking to get much back. They were just looking to clear Subban's contract off.
Yeah, clearly, I'm not sure why, but clearly, Nashville's goal was to get rid of P.K. Subban's contract.
And the other trades that teams offered, they were fair trades. It just there was going to be some retained salary, which that is not what Nashville wanted. They wanted to sign Matthew Shane and re-sign Roman Yoshi. And they didn't have enough money to do that. They had to clear off $9 million of P.K. Subban. I believe they could have traded away Kyle Turris if his contract was good. But they're paying him way too much.
Kyle Turris, by the way, he is due for a bounce-back season. If Kyle Turris...
Jacob, we're getting off track.
Okay, yeah, good point. So basically, it was kind of fair, if you think about it. Nashville got their goal. They were able to get rid of the entire salary. So,
and New Jersey got a #1 defense.
From what I've heard, the reason the New Jersey were the ones to get Subban was because they were the only ones that were willing to and even could take on his entire contract. They still have just a pinch under $26 million in cap space after this trade. They are still the fourth team, the fourth most salary in the NHL, and will be a huge competitor in free agency.
And to show you how bad Steven Santini is, he played about maybe half the season with the Devils, and he didn't get injured, I believe.
He did.
He did. But he didn't miss much, and he was playing in the minor league a lot. And this was on a team with one of the worst defense in the league.
Yeah.
They're one of their best defensemen is like what, Damon Severson, Will Butcher.
Not now.
Not now. But that last season, their defense sucked. And he still had trouble making the team, which is ridiculous.
So the video is getting kind of long, and we have one more big trade to talk about. There was one other trade that I was thinking about talking about, Pyatt and a pick for a prospect and a pick, I'm pretty sure. But we're not going to talk about this. This video is getting long, so let's talk about the third big trade. JT Miller was traded to the Vancouver Canucks for a conditional first round pick. So if Vancouver misses the playoffs this upcoming year, in 2 years it will be the pick in 2021. A third round pick and Marek Mazanek, which doesn't make much sense because he signed in the KHL. So it's basically a first and third round pick for JT Miller. Tampa easily wins this trade. Don't you agree?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
for JT Miller is good. Don't get me wrong. JT Miller is good. He's possibly even great. But but second and third, maybe not first round pick.
I mean, and also another reason is another trade where they traded him to take off some salary. They have all this talent on their team: Steven Stamkos, Nikita Kucherov.
JT Miller is easily a top 6 or second line.
Yeah,
but second line, possibly even. He could possibly even be playing on the first line. He's playing third line on Tampa. They did not remotely need him, and the money he was making, Braden Point money.
And so they needed to take off some salary, and they did that with trading JT Miller, and they wouldn't have enough money to pay Nikita Kucherov, Steven Stamkos, Braden Point, Andre Vasilevsky.
So I just realized something. The three biggest trades from the draft were all about dumping salary for one of the teams in the trade. But anyway, I'm just gonna quickly mention one more trade. John Hayden for John Quenneville. It's not a big trade.
Minor league player, both of them, minor league star for minor league star.
They basically just both needed a change of scenery, and I as a Devil fan, I wish the best for John Quenneville in Chicago, and I hope he's more successful than he was in New Jersey, except for when he's playing the Devils. So anyway, this video is getting kind of long. We're about to hit 25 minutes, so before this video ends, so before we hit the 25-minute mark, I think we should end the video. So remember to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and leave a comment of your thoughts if you want to.
We won't post till August.
Again, we're not going to post till August or September because we're going to be at camp. So
I think we've set it off.
We'll see you in August or September.
Quick take before it hits 25 minutes.